Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the HitchHiking Host Show. I am your host, your ghost host, West Truth. And I am here once again with what went down in the theme park world. Well, at least the massive theme park world. We're going to look at what went down at Walt Disney World this week, as well as, or news at least we got from it. Yeah, Universal Studios. We got to throw a little bit of that in for the Universal buffs, you know. Anyway, let's get to the trending topic, shall we? On January 16th, Disney's Hollywood Studios kicked off the first night of the new dining event, Club Villain, hosted in the new Sunset Showcase Theater, which is also the location for Club Disney during the day. The event offers up some food and drinks while you mix and mingle with the Disney villains. The event requires an extra ticket that costs, sit down for this one, guys, $99, but that does include gratuity and tax, if that makes you feel any bit better. But many who are really into character experiences may find it to be worth the price. Yeah, I wouldn't, but whatever. Dr. Facilier is the host, and of course croons to the audience with friends on the other side. Also included are Maleficent, the Angelina Jolie version. It's not actually Angelina Jolie, but for that price, maybe it should be. Cruella de Vil, the Evil Queen, and the Queen of Hearts, who's a face character version of the Queen of Hearts. That's the first time I've ever seen that. So it's not, you know, the plastered on face. The party is offered twice each Saturday evening. At check-in, you are served champagne and receive a table card that includes a set time for your meet and greet with the four villains. You meet the four ladies. You do not meet Dr. Facilier, as he's busy entertaining. The meet and greet experiences also have themed backdrops for the pictures with the characters, such as the magic mirror for the Evil Queen and Maleficent's throne and raven. Food and treats include beef strip loin rubbed with herbes de Provence, voodoo sticky quote-unquote pig wings with citrus gremolata, and spicy shrimp sautéed with andouille sausage. Andouille? I don't know. Tomato, okra, and onions over creamy polenta. There we go. There is also an open bar that serves up four specialty cocktail drinks, all themed to the Disney villains, of course. What would a party be without desserts? Which include the Cruella-themed tarts or Queen of Hearts macaroons. What a macaroon. All this while Dr. Facilier entertains with a few friends throughout the experience. Now, that is what the Club Villain party event, whatever you want to call it, thing looks like. I obviously did not attend, but I've seen videos, and I looked at some pictures, and I sort of know what it's all about. So, I'm qualified to talk about it. This is like, you know, I'm not really into these spend $100 extra for a party thing. Now, it does include food, so at least you get that. The food does sound pretty good, and if it's an open bar and you can get as many drinks as you want, well, then there's that. Maybe if this was $50, I would do it, but then probably very many people would. $100 just seems like a lot for this, for 4 pictures with characters and stuff. I don't know. I don't think I would do this, guys. But I know there's going to be a lot of people that would and already have, and I'm sure there's people that really enjoyed it. That's good. That's good for you. I would just rather save the $100 for either souvenirs or, you know, an extra day towards the park ticket. but that's just me. It sounds pretty cool, but I just wouldn't pay the price. The counter service restaurant Pizza Planet, also at Disney's Hollywood Studios, closed its door for a long refurbishment on January 14th, and now New York themed construction walls have showed up around the restaurant. Showed up. You got showed up, girl. The walls actually feature some tongue-in-cheek jokes. Pizza Planet is planned to open sometime in late 2016. So I thought maybe they would move Pizza Planet over closer to where Toy Story Land was going to be. One would think that, wouldn't ya? Unless Toy Story Land is going to wrap all the way around. Maybe Toy Story Land is going to be right behind Muppets. If that's the case, then maybe okay. But now they said about that Muppet-themed land around that area. I don't know. It's hard to say exactly where everything's going to be. But I guess, as always, we shall see. The very popular attraction, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which, as we all know, is the wildest ride in the wilderness at the Magic Kingdom, is closing for almost a 4-month-long refurbishment later this spring at Walt Disney World. Big Thunder will be down for some major work between April 4th through July 15th, opening once again on July 16th. So if you're planning to go to Magic Kingdom, basically from April to mid-July, don't expect to get on Big Thunder, guys. That sort of sucks. Big Thunder and Jungle Cruise are the only two attractions that I have been on every single Disney parks trip. That includes Disney World and Disneyland. Little known fact. So if I saw that or Jungle Cruise would be down, I'd be a little beefed. Now, of course, I have more just plain old Walt Disney World and just plain old Disneyland that I've been to every time. But I'm talking from 8 to now. Those are the only two rides I've been on every single trip. So now you know a little bit more about me. Anyway, Big Thunder is going to be closed from April to mid-July. In a surprise move, the Innovations East Exhibit Hall Habitat Heroes in Epcot's Future World closed permanently this week after a nearly 4-year stay. With this latest closure, only 3 exhibits remain at Innoventions East. Stormstruck, The Sum of All Thrills, isn't that like a Brad Pitt movie or something? And the recently opened Colortopia. No replacement has been announced for this exhibit. And, you know, one may wonder, why is Innoventions even still there if they only have 3 exhibits? I remember going in as a kid to Innoventions and it mostly being video games. And it's changed drastically since then. Now it's just these random exhibits. You know, I walked through my last trip and I was just sort of like, oh, okay. I can see why I bypass this every time. I'm sure Innoventions has its fans out there, you know, but I would just close this altogether and just make it something else. Make it another character meet and greet spot or something. I don't know. It just seems like it's a waste of space to me. But anyway, if you were a fan of Habitat Heroes, I'm sorry. The sneak peek of Zootopia opened over at Disney's Hollywood Studios at the One Man's Dream Theater this past week, and Zootopia also found its way over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's doing some park hopping. Guests who visit Rafiki's Planet Watch will soon be able to explore a new exhibit that delves into some of the behind-the-scenes research that went into the production of this upcoming film. This new exhibit will open on January 29th inside the Conservation Station building and will be in place at least through Earth Day, April 22nd. And if Zootopia is a massive hit, expect it to go on longer. I hope Zootopia is a hit. It looks like a cool movie. It's something I'd be interested in seeing. Yeah, so if you... I would be interested in that, at least. Check out some of this behind-the-scenes stuff at Rafiki's Planet Watch. You know, there's some stuff to do there, but not a whole lot. So, check it out if you're going to be over at the Animal Kingdom. Now, to head over to the resorts. Beginning Thursday, February 11th, Disney's Beach Club Resort will begin offering afternoon tea at the Crescent Solarium. Crescent Solarium. Sorry, I was getting really fancy with my pronunciation. On select days. In addition to the several varieties of teas, guests will be able to sample a selection of sweets, including house-made scones, petite sandwiches, and pastries. A variety of alcoholic beverages for you lushes out there will also be served. Let's have afternoon tea and get drunk. Dates that this experience will be offered include February 11th to the 14th, March 24th to the 29th, May 5th to the 8th, and September 1st to the 5th, 2016. And select days is right. Jeez, that's not a whole lot. So if you're interested in having some tea at the Beach Club Resort, make sure you book it soon. Universal's refurbishment, we're heading over to Universal now, by the way, in case you can tell, of the Incredible Hulk coaster is still going on. It's been going on for a while now. However, now that the first pieces of track have started going in, that's always a good sign. That's what I want to go. If I'm going on this ride, I want to see some track going in. Universal has shared a small update about this project. Well, how nice of them. Saying that changes being made to this coaster will ensure an even smoother ride. Oh, well, that's nice. Well, it's going to ensure no one falls off the ride. Let's hope that. For guests when it relaunches this summer. There's also rumor that the attraction will have new trains when it opens. I actually have never gotten to go on the Incredible Hulk coaster because the lines were either massive out the, all around the island there at Superhero Island, or it was closed because of reasons. So, yeah, I've actually never gotten on that attraction, but one day I hope to, I guess. So I really don't comment much on that ride, but, it's good that there's some track going in. And also, over at the other park at Universal, this week the Sugarplum Sweet Shop opened at Diagon Alley, in the spot formerly occupied by the Shutter Buttons Picture Studio. Guests who check out this new shop will see some familiar sweets, including pumpkin pastries and chocolate cauldrons. Guests will also be able to sample butterbeer flavored fudge in this new location as well, bringing the number of butterbeer items in Diagon Alley up to 6. And in case you're wondering, flat, frozen, hot, ice cream, potted cream, and fudge. So if you can't get enough of butterbeer, you can try all of those. Probably for like $80. You could basically pay your way to the club villain, probably for all the butterbeer things you eat. I've never tried it, so I want to try it sometime, but just haven't got the chance. Much like the Hulk coaster, that was closed for refurbishment too. Anyway. So if you're a fan of fudge, go check out Sugarplum's Sweet Shop. Sweet! Alright, well that's the show for this week. If you haven't seen it yet, check out my Hitchhiking Host 101 episode on Snow White's Scary Adventures. All about the history of Snow White's Scary Adventures, obviously. And the next episode I will be doing is Peter Pan's Flight. All about the P-Man. So, oh boy, the PP Man. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/HitchHostShow. You can like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/HitchHostShow. Follow on the Twitter and the Instagram at HitchHostShow. And of course, if you're listening to the show or want to listen to the show, you can do that over on Podbean. It's hitchhostshow.podbean.com, and you can download the show on iTunes and Stitcher. Until next time, don't forget to
hurry back
for the next episode. See ya.